When I was in high school, I came across this video that was like this really creepy looking like thumbnail on YouTube. It was like a skull, and the title had something to do with like looks maxing or something like that. It was like this documentary style YouTube video. It kind of creeped me out, but I was very intrigued. So I ended up clicking the video and I watched it all the way through. And essentially, in the video, it talked about how important it is to look good and how much it will change your life, and how every celebrity you've ever seen, every famous person, focuses on their looks. And this changed my life. Some would argue for the worse, but I would say it was for the better. After watching this video, I realized how important it really is to look good, and I've never gone back. And I decided that I was going to try applying this information into social media to see what would happen, and it absolutely changed my life for the better. It's one of the most insane things that I've ever done. So, back when I was in high school, I was about 15 at the time. I decided I was going to start posting on TikTok. And I posted around 2 videos. It was literally just 2. And neither of them did too well. They got like a few thousand views, but at the time, getting views was really, really easy on TikTok. It was actually one of those opportunities that so many people passed up. But I decided to post just to see what would happen. And the videos got like 2,000 or 3,000 views. Then after I watched this documentary, I decided to post a new one. And in this new video, like I said, I was 15. I was staying at my friend's house, and we decided to like come together because I told them like we should make a video. I think I can go viral. And in this video, I just made sure that I looked really good. It was like the main thing I focused on. I didn't focus on really anything else. It was like this little like transformation video, like really like weird, just like corny little video, right, with 2 of my friends. This video, when I posted it, instantly got 300,000 views within the same day. This led to me making a social media career solely based on helping young men look better, and I've been doing this for 5 years. As you can see, I'm about to hit 1 million subscribers on YouTube. I've hit over 1 million, 1.8 million on TikTok, and I started my first business in high school that made over $1 million in the first year. After losing that one, I started another one, which is now #1 on Amazon, which once again all has to do with looks. And this is why people don't understand how important it is. See, as I was doing this and I was making these videos, people called me gay. They said it was one of the dumbest things I could do, and I was getting made fun of by everyone from my hometown. But the thing is, and the thing that they didn't notice, is I was doing it for a better future. I was doing it because I grew up poor and I had no money. And the thing is, when it comes to looks, people underestimate how important it is. Especially recently, I've discovered what attraction truly is. People look at it as a girl thing, like how easy is it to get girls? But no, that's not what attraction is, although that's a part of it. Attraction is simply ease of life. That is the terminology that I use, because when you really think about it, how easy is your life going to be if you're ugly? Not very easy for you. It's going to be hard in every single way. Starting with girls, this is the part that you know. If you're ugly, and you might have experienced this, like, I'll just paint this picture for you. Imagine like a slightly like ugly guy. Like, he's not too bad looking, but he's just like below average. He goes up to a girl because he has a crush on her and he just wants to talk to her. And she just like won't really give him the attention she gives the other guys. Like, you can tell like her body language is closed off and she's just like not entertaining him. I don't know if this is you, but I feel like all average or below average guys have experienced this, even some slightly above average guys. And it's such a harsh reality to deal with. It sucks so bad knowing that this girl that you think is attractive, that you like, you never have a chance with. This is a feeling I know all too well, until I started improving my looks, and it changed everything. When I started gaining popularity, see, it hurt my reputation at school. I was made fun of by about everyone at my school. But after high school, this is where I saw the true fruits of my labor. I moved to Miami. And now that I live here, any girl that I walk past or that I have a slight attraction to, I would say it's a majority. Any girl that I want, I can have. And I say this without ego. I say this to give you hope. As a guy who is average, if not below average, I took the time out of my day to self-improve for 5 years. I learned front to back everything about looks, and looks are just the beginning. There's much more than that. But when it comes to attraction, it's quite obviously the first and most important thing you should work on. Now, aside from girls, what else has changed? What else do you actually get out of life from looking good? And I really hope this gives you hope. If you're sitting in your room and you're watching this right now and you're not willing to take action from the things you're about to hear, you might as well click off right now. Action is the key to success and the key to getting anything you want. Just for example, down below in my description, I have a free self-improvement newsletter, completely free. You don't have to pay anything. You click it, you put your email, and you get emails on tips directly from me. If you're not willing to do something like that, I don't know if I can help you. But I can help the people who are willing to take the first step. Action is key. Like, you're sitting there in your bed right now, whether you're in your bed, out and about, it doesn't really matter. Whether you're on your phone, laptop, TV, you can take action. You can change your life. And don't let anybody tell you that you're weird for focusing on your looks. Like I said, people use gay as an insult on me, but the people who use this, I actually look as very low IQ. And I want you to think about this. People who use gay as an insult, just think about what it really means. The only reason people would think gay as an insult is because of beliefs that were instilled in them by their parents or by people around them, saying that it's this like crazy thing to improve your looks. Why do you think it's looked down upon? It's because people don't want to accept reality. The thing is, when it comes to reality, it's the truth that looks matter. It's just an uncomfortable one. It's very uncomfortable. I won't deny that, because so much of it has to do with genetics. So much of all of your life has to do with it. But I want to paint this picture for you. Imagine you watch this video, and this video that you're watching right now, me, Dillon Latham, I tell you what to do, and I tell you a few things that you can do to improve the way that you look, and it changes your life for the better, not because of just the things you hear in this video, but the mindset and the path it puts you on. You are now ahead of 99.9% of the population who is in disbelief and who is delusional to the fact of how much looks matter. Everyone around you, I bet even your parents, if they saw you watching this, they would tell you to turn it off. They would tell you to leave. They wouldn't like you following a guy like me. The reason being is because uncomfortable truths even hurt your parents. It's a really harsh reality to know when your parents or even the people you look up to and respect don't fully understand this. There's many things in life that appear this way. Now let's look at how my life changed outside of getting girls. I'm genuinely at the point where any girl I've wanted in the past years, ever since I graduated high school, I've gotten them. It's not a challenge. It's not hard for me. Coming from a below average guy who's solely just focused on his looks. And the best part about it is there's nothing special about me. When you look at me, there's nothing special. There's nothing different about me that you could not do. It's simply focusing and honing in on the looks and the things that you should do. So if I were to give you some direct advice of what you should do, listening to me, and by the way, I have over 3 million followers. I've made multi-million-dollar businesses too at this point in my life, and I'm only 20 years old. That's close. The age of 20 is approaching you sooner than you know, and if you're already past 20, you know exactly what I'm saying. You're going to look back on this video and think, wow, I am so happy I stumbled upon this. This is something that people don't get the privilege of, and this is one of those examples of something you might consider luck. Luck is when preparation meets opportunity. That's all luck really is. If I didn't stumble upon a video that was just like this when I was just your age, or even if you're older than me right now, it doesn't matter how old you are, you need to experience something like this. If you're catching it late, I'm sorry for you, but you can still have hope and still have a chance. It comes down to a few things that you do. It starts with the fundamentals. People will try to sell you a lie of certain things that you should do, and a lot of girls, you'll notice, get taken advantage by this. Girls marketing, for example, like if you want to market to a girl, you can just like sell a trend, or you can do these certain things when it comes to beauty, and they usually fall for it. This is the marketing I'm talking about. And now it's becoming really popular with guys being sold a lie that you can do certain things that don't actually work. There's influencers all over doing it. My main goal is to tell the truth and the complete and utter truth in every single video that I make, so that you know you can come back to me and trust me. I'm telling you right now, you should forget most of these guys. The thing is, I already have a business that is widely successful, and now the reason I'm going on this path of helping young guys get on self-improvement is because I think I can make a difference. And I questioned and I thought, what do I want to do for the rest of my life? What I want to do is simple. I want to help young guys who are in my position, who felt worthless, invisible, pointless, didn't have anything going for them in life. When I was younger, I came very close to ending it all. Not for you to feel bad for me, because I don't want that. I think most guys go through that. So at this point, feeling bad for me, why does that matter? You should feel bad for yourself if you're in this position. It's genuinely sad, because you've been fed this lie that it's all personality. Why? Why is it such a lie that we've been fed our entire lives? So now if I were to give you some things that you can actually do to improve yourself, let me start with the basics. And I go very much in depth in my newsletter. It's completely free if you want to join it, linked down in the description. And then also with Simpletics, if you care about your hair at all, we sell all natural products. But once again, no pressure. The newsletter is completely free though, so I don't see why you wouldn't do that. But to start, let's begin with sleep. Fixing your sleep is a key fundamental thing that you can do to improve your looks, and especially at a young age. If you're in your teenage years or even early 20s, your sleep is crucial to the way that you look. If you do not perfect your sleep, you will have issues. You will develop deformities. Your face will look uglier over time. If I could instill this deep into you, I would. And that's what I'm trying to do right now. The better your sleep is, the better you will develop, period. And when you really think about what that means, most people wouldn't listen. But the reason you're going to listen is because what I'm telling you right now is something that's going to kind of change your mindset on this. Sleeping the right way will make you more attractive. But what really is attraction? I've gone over this and I'm going to keep saying it, and I instill it into people, the young men who watch this, every single video, what attraction really is. Attraction is ease of life. How easy do you want your life to be? It starts with looks, which is why I'm giving you these tips. So when it comes to sleep, what you should be doing, turn your phone off at night. Don't sit up on your phone. It's a waste of time. Nothing good happens. The only nights I've ever had anything good come from me staying up late on my phone is when I have some sort of business idea or epiphany. But looking back in it, it really doesn't matter if I had just saved it for later in the day. And if I had bettered my sleep, it would have helped me. See, the thing is, I'm under 6 foot. And if I had gotten the right sleep and done the right things that I'm telling you right now, I might be tall. I ruined myself to an extent. And I've still seen high levels of success with business and social media because I've reached the threshold of looks where it's possible. And this is the hope I want to instill into you. You don't have to be the best looking, but you have to be better than your current self. And if you're not, you're basically dooming yourself. You're leading yourself to a path of failure, and that's not what I would want for any young man watching this. If you improve yourself and you do the right things, you can reach a threshold, which is like what I like to call it, where your life, you see a substantial increase in the quality, and that's the threshold that I was able to hit at a young age. I went from being invisible, a nobody, somebody who had no worth, to being somebody who has a name for himself. Over 3 million followers, and a platform to impact young men like you watching this right now. And believe it or not, it starts with the really simple things. So as you're going to sleep, what you should also do is focus on the quality of your sleep. I grew up in a really tiny house with a lot of people because we didn't have the money to afford a big house. And at this time, it was really loud all the time. My brothers and my family members would always be extremely loud, and they thought it was funny to keep me awake. They thought it was funny to keep me thinking and basically not allowing me to sleep. They thought it was a big joke. They affected my life for the long term. They changed who I am as a person right now in the development of my looks, the development of my brain, my consciousness, and how smart versus how smart I could have been if I had perfected my sleep at a young age is impacted because they thought it was a big joke to keep me up at night. So if I can urge you enough, it is to get 8 hours of sleep minimum, but that's just the start. People don't look into the quality of sleep and how important it is. You should try to block out all light and all sound when you're sleeping. When it comes to sleep, you should wear earplugs and a sleep mask. That's the best thing that I've discovered works for getting the best quality of sleep. You will notice a marginal difference because what you're really doing is seeking to get a lower heart rate before you go to bed. And when you're asleep, there's these things called micro awakenings. It's essentially when you get woken up in your sleep, but you don't actually fully get awake or catch awareness. This is like those little jolts or like fidgets that you might feel. That's an example. So when you have micro awakenings, this worsens your sleep quality and leads to big issues down the line. So by decreasing this as much as possible, it's going to help your development. And let's just talk about some of the issues if you're not getting the right sleep. You can have puffiness in the face, bloating. You're not going to reach your full height potential. Your brain is not going to develop the same as if you got the right amount of sleep. Your eyes are going to be bloodshot and you're going to look less attractive. I recently looked into a study that actually showed people who got less sleep were significantly less attractive than people who did. So you have your genetics, but your genetics will not see their full potential if you don't fix this one thing. I actually had this one friend who tried to get good sleep, but he simply couldn't. He would show up to school every day tired, and I noticed he was sleeping in class. This was a young guy who I was friends with, and he was attractive when he was younger. But I noticed he went down the wrong path and he didn't fix this at the right age, and he would sleep in class all the time, and I used to ask him why. It's because he wasn't getting the right sleep during the day. Now, later on, and as we got towards the end of high school, because I noticed this in my freshman year, which was the start, at the end of high school, he looked like somebody that I couldn't even recognize. His face developed deformities that you wouldn't notice. And you might think that I sound crazy when I'm saying this, but I'm being so truthful when it comes to how much this matters. Why would I tell you to get better sleep? What do I gain from this? What do I gain from telling you this? There's absolutely nothing. So by fixing your sleep, it's going to help a lot. Secondly is your diet. I wish that I had fixed my diet, and your parents are the ones to blame when it comes to not eating right at a young age. Your parents will be the downfall of you if you listen to them and listen to their bad habits, their bad eating habits. And like I said, if your parents see you watching this, they'll tell you turn it off. They don't want you to feel bad, and I wouldn't blame them because I doubt your parents have bad intentions. I highly doubt it. I think they probably have good intent. They probably want the best for you. And if they want the best for you, they would tell you to continue watching a video like this. But what they wouldn't tell you is that you should, because if they see you watching something like this, they'll see that they were wrong, and people really don't like that. Although your parents want the best for you, something that parents and people of all ages don't like is being wrong. I think that's something we can all agree on. So when I tell you your parents are most likely wrong, it's probably true when it comes to your diet. Just as an example, I had figures in my life that essentially told me and led me astray when it came to my diet. They told me things were healthy when they weren't, like eating pancake mix out of a box. Not actually literally, but like making pancake mix out of a box and eating that as a healthy breakfast. You need to prioritize high protein and high micro and macronutrients. Macronutrients are the fats, carbs, and protein, while the micronutrients are the things that actually help with your gut health. If you are someone who struggles with like acne or issues with your skin, a lot of that might have come from your microbiome, your gut microbiome, because nobody thinks about this. So if I were to give you a really simple method, because I could talk for hours about this and go really in detail, but I won't do that. I'll tell you the simple thing that you should do right now. The things that have many different ingredients, the foods that don't seem healthy to you, you can use your instinct. I believe that you're smart. The foods that don't seem healthy, cut them out as much as you can and replace them with one ingredient foods. One ingredient foods are whole foods. This is what will help you develop the best way possible. You want to consume high amounts of protein, high amounts of fiber to keep you full. High protein and high fiber will keep you full, keeping you from overeating. You know how big of a problem obesity is nowadays. And if you're somebody who's overweight, I can't even begin to express how much this is damaging you. So by simply eating high protein, high fiber, this will benefit people who are overweight and people who are skinny, underweight. It will help you with maintaining muscle, the development of your face, and the development of your body. You need to focus on these things. If you're eating Rice Krispie treats, Doritos, Lucky Charms, all these things, they sound good to you, but you've been brainwashed. Why are you eating a bowl of grains and milk in the morning? Just think about that. What is cereal? That's what cereal really is. You're not gaining anything. You're actually hurting yourself. You're eating what's called empty calories. This is not going to help with the development of your face or your body whatsoever. Don't do it. Looks have never mattered more. You will remain invisible. You will not make the amount of money you want to make. No, I won't say that you can't, because you can become successful, rich without doing these things. But I truly believe that you will not find fulfillment and purpose in life if you're not healthy. This is why I've seen, and especially in my space, I've seen so many successful entrepreneurs, successful men who grew up and end up hating their lives even once they have the money because they didn't prioritize their health. Why do you think all the biggest CEOs, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, all these multi-billionaires end up resorting back to health once they make it? It's because it's something that's absolutely fundamental for human success. If you want to look good, you need to do this. If you want to look good, you will have a better life, and you will have an easier life by becoming attractive. It's really that simple. Male attraction has never mattered more, and I'm here to try to guide you on what you can do. I want to build something, and I want to encourage all the young men watching this right now. Do as I say in this video. You will not regret it. I promise you that. Thank you for watching, and join my free newsletter below. You will not regret it. It is completely free. Take the step. Take action. It will change your life.